In the interrogation room, a seemingly ordinary 17-year-old, Cassandra Bjorga, sits across from the detectives. This isn't a casual conversation. It's an interrogation about the cold-blooded murder of her grandparents. As the detectives peel back the layers, they come face to face with the chilling reality. They're speaking to a heartless serial killer. Cassandra's childhood was evidently turbulent. Frequent run-ins with authority and a pattern of rebellious behavior suggest a challenging upbringing. It's not clear what factors contributed to this, but such behavior often stems from deeper underlying issues such as family instability, trauma, or mental health challenges. Cassandra ended up living with her grandparents, Randall and Wendy Borg, at the age of 16. This move likely occurred due to her behavioral issues and possibly troubles at home. Her grandparents took her in with the intention of providing a more stable and controlled environment. Her grandparents' attempt to straighten her out indicates they were concerned about her well-being and hoped to positively influence her. However, the relationship became increasingly strained, leading to frequent arguments and even physical altercations. At just 17, Cassandra Borg seemed like a troubled teen struggling with her grandparents' strict rules. Little did anyone know that she harbored dark intentions that would soon unfold into a harrowing story of cold-blooded murder and manipulation. The details of the case suggest that Johnny and Cassandra had a troubled relationship and were influenced by each other's negative behaviors. Their relationship appears to have been characterized by dysfunctional dynamics. Both were young. Cassandra was 17, and Johnny was 19 at the time of the crime, and they seemed to share a sense of disconnection and dissatisfaction with their lives and family situations. The murder of Cassandra Borg's grandparents, Wendy and Randall Bjorga, by Cassandra and her boyfriend Johnny Ryder, was a tragic and shocking event. In the beginning of April 2017, in Lawrenceville, Georgia, Cassandra and Johnny planned the murder. They discussed their plans at Petrie Ridge Park, considering how to carry out the act and what materials they would need. On the night of the murder, they waited until Cassandra's grandparents were asleep. Cassandra had a key to the house and knew how to disable the home's alarm system. Johnny went into the grandfather's room and began to assault him. Simultaneously, Cassandra attacked her grandmother with a tire iron. They used duct tape to bind the victims and continued their assault. The grandparents were subjected to severe beatings. The assault ended with both grandparents being fatally wounded, including stab wounds to their throats. After the crime, they ransacked the house, looking for money and valuables. Cassandra extracted the code from a safe belonging to her grandmother and stole about $1,000. In the following days, they tried to cover up the crime, including using bleach on the bodies and sealing the rooms. Perhaps the most disturbing revelation was how Cassandra and Johnny continued to live in her grandparents' house. Cassandra and Johnny moved the bodies of the grandparents to their bedroom. This act suggests an attempt to conceal the crime and maintain a semblance of normalcy in the house. They continued to live in the house as if nothing had happened, engaging in routine activities. Ordering food and smoking marijuana indicate a startling level of disassociation and lack of remorse. The bodies of Wendy and Randall Bjorga were discovered on April 9, 2017. The authorities estimated that they had been deceased for about a week, suggesting the murders likely occurred around the beginning of April. The grim reality came to light following an incident involving Cassandra and Johnny's failed attempt to murder Johnny's parents. This incident led the authorities to the Bjorga couple's home, where the police found their car and subsequently discovered the bodies inside the residence. Johnny Ryder is also accused of assaulting his sister and her boyfriend with a baseball bat at a home on Rambling Woods Drive in Lawrenceville, police said at a press conference. During the investigation, it was revealed that the motive behind the murders was Cassandra and Johnny's frustration with her grandparents. They confessed to killing them because they had basically had enough of them. Disturbingly, their plans reportedly included murdering Cassandra's mother, which was thwarted by their arrest. Cassandra's account reveals a disturbing picture of manipulation and deceit. She described how, under the guise of a troubled grandchild, she managed to disarm her grandparents' security measures, allowing her and Johnny to carry out their heinous act. Their sinister plot didn't stop there. Cassandra confessed to planning the murder of Johnny's family next. indicating a pattern of calculated brutality far beyond her years. Following her guilty plea in February 2018, Cassandra Bjorga, then 17, was sentenced to 2 life sentences with the possibility of parole after 60 years. This sentence was for the brutal murder of her grandparents, Wendy and Randall Bjorga, in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Alongside the life sentences, she also received a concurrent 21-year sentence. Given the nature of her sentence, Cassandra Bjorga is likely incarcerated in a state prison facility in Georgia, where she will remain for the foreseeable future. Cassandra Bjorga's boyfriend, Johnny Ryder, was sentenced alongside her for the murders of Wendy and Randall Bjorga, Cassandra's grandparents. In February 2018, both teenagers received identical sentences. 2 life sentences, with the possibility of parole after 60 years, in addition to a concurrent 21-year sentence. The charges for which they were convicted included murder, aggravated assault, and theft, stemming from the events that transpired in April 2017 at the Bjorga residence in Lawrenceville. The sentencing reflected the severity and brutality of their crimes. The decision to offer a plea deal that avoided a trial was influenced by the family's desire to avoid reliving the traumatic events during a court proceeding. The sentencing in February 2018 was marked by emotional weight and a stark acknowledgement of the severity of the crime. The presiding judge expressed disgust at the heartlessness and brutality of the actions of Cassandra and Johnny Ryder. The case attracted significant media attention, contributing to widespread public discussion and a sense of sorrow and confusion. Cassandra Bjorga's case is a complex interplay of behavioral issues, familial dysfunction, and psychological challenges. While the specifics of her early childhood are unknown, the details of her teenage years paint a picture of a young individual in turmoil, struggling with authority, lacking empathy, and veering dangerously towards criminal behavior. Understanding her background requires considering all these multifaceted aspects of her life and personality. It's crucial to raise awareness about the warning signs of potential violent behavior in young individuals. Educational programs in schools and communities focusing on mental health, conflict resolution, and the consequences of criminal behavior could be instrumental. If you're concerned about someone's behavior or mental state, don't hesitate to seek help. Contact local mental health services, counseling centers, or law enforcement if you believe there's a risk of harm to themselves or others. If you know a family struggling with a troubled teen, offer support or guide them to professional help. Many times, families feel isolated in dealing with complex behavioral issues. Thank you all for watching this deep dive into such a complex and impactful case. If you found this video enlightening and thought-provoking, please don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means a lot and helps in sharing this content with a broader audience. And if you're interested in more videos where we explore intricate cases, analyze criminal behavior, and discuss preventive measures in society, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This way, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. What do you believe could have been early warning signs in this case? How do you think such tragedies can be prevented in the future? Your insights and opinions are valuable. Let's engage in a constructive dialogue to not only understand this case better, but also to learn from it. Share your thoughts, and let's start a meaningful conversation. Thank you again for your time and engagement. Stay curious, stay informed, and let's continue to learn together. See you in the next video.